guys, it's Leanne. Welcome to my YouTube channel if you're someone new, and if you're not new, of course, welcome back and thank you so much for returning. So, I know that this intro might be a little bit different to how you normally see me, as I'm either barefaced in the intro or I'm either fully done, but obviously today, as you can see, I'm half and half. So obviously half of me is all glam and done up, and then the other half is absolutely bare. There's literally not one scrap of makeup on this side. But obviously that's for a reason. Today's video is a power of makeup video. Now, I first seen this challenge done by Nikki Tutorials, and it inspired me years ago, and recently I just feel re-inspired. So I will post the pictures that I've done of this challenge a few years back, and obviously you can see the challenge today on my face now. But yeah, I just felt inspired lately because there's just so much pressure on women and men generally anyway, but I'm more specifically talking about women with like makeup here. You have to like look your best all the time and look presentable, and just everything we see, there's just so much pressure. So I just thought we should really normalise when a woman wants to go natural. We should really just encourage that and normalise it. Even though I love makeup, I'm not slating it. I absolutely love makeup, live it, breathe it, sleep it, whatever. Obviously sometimes in my normal day-to-day life when I'm not filming or going out or whatever, I am just mostly barefaced, and I'm quite happy with that. So I think it's important to get a balance of doing both. You should be happy whilst wearing makeup, but you should also be happy and feel comfortable just to go out just with your natural face. So I feel like the problem is like it's how other people receive you when you do go out with no makeup. For example, there's been so many times, obviously, where I've worn makeup, people have seen me wear makeup, and then there'll be a time where I don't wear makeup. So I can bet my life that every time, probably whoever's watching this tutorial, and anyway this has happened to me personally, that you go out without makeup, someone will make a comment of like, oh, are you okay, do you feel well, you look sick. It's obviously stuff like that that adds to the pressure on women anyway. So enough rambling, but the basic point of this video is obviously the power of makeup, but also there is power in just being yourself and being natural and not giving into all those other pressures that society places on women anyway. Have fun with makeup, but do it for you. Don't do it to please other people or for their reactions or responses. Just do it for yourself to make yourself feel good. And equally, if it makes you feel good going out without makeup, then do that. Just do things for yourself that make you feel good. So since this video is all about empowerment and being kind and just loving ourselves and whatnot, I'm actually going to be doing a little small giveaway at the end of this video. So watch it to the end and see how you can possibly win a foundation and matching concealer. So yeah, before we jump into the power of makeup tutorial, please show your support by liking this video, and also leave me some feedback in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this tutorial. Is it something that resonates with you? Do you feel the pressure as well? Because I know I do. I know if I have anything important to do, I definitely know that I feel like, oh god, I should put makeup on, you've got to look presentable. And that's probably the story of like most women's lives anyway. I'm not just saying it's me obviously, but it's probably how most women feel. But we shouldn't really feel like that. We shouldn't really feel like our natural selves are not good enough, because we are. We're more than good enough. Obviously makeup just enhances what we've already got anyway. Leave me some feedback and let me know. I'd actually like to have like a little conversation / debate about this, because it's something that does affect women every single day. Apart from liking and leaving some feedback, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to see honest makeup reviews and informative makeup tutorials, then definitely subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any uploads from this channel. I do my best now to upload every Monday and Friday, so you won't miss out on that if you hit that notification bell. Apart from that, let's just jump in to the power of makeup. So the first product that I'm going to be going in with is my favourite eyebrow product at the moment, which is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and mine is in the shade Neutral Brown. Now these are literally £3, but I literally, since I've used this product, I haven't actually used anything since, and I definitely will be repurchasing this product. I'm probably going to be doing this half of the face and then leaving this half bare, so I've literally got not one scrap of makeup on at the moment. I'm just starting by just simply tracing out a little line of strength just underneath where my own natural brow hairs are, and then I just brush this product up. Now I do actually have a very easy eyebrow tutorial which I will link in the description bar if you want a bit more of an in-depth eyebrow routine and a bit of a talk through. Just brushing that product through again. Look at the difference already from this eye to this eye. Well, eyebrow I should say. This one just frames the face and just really makes you look a bit more awake, I'd say. So to prime the eyes today, I'm going to be going in with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this is in the shade Beige, which is number 8, and this is just to cancel out any redness, any veins, and to just give the eyeshadow a really good base. So I'm just going to be going in now with the Zoeva 144 brush and just tapping this product into place. And then I'm also using this concealer just to carve out underneath the eyebrow. And I'm just patting over this just to make sure that there's no brush hair strokes in this base as well. And I'm just going to be going over with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. And the palette that I'm going to be using is the Nikki Tutorials X Beauty Bay palette. So today I am actually going to be doing a more rounded smoky eye. So I just want to explain something about the brushes, because this is just like a little hack that I've found so easy and really does take a lot of time off doing makeup. So this is the Morphe M433 brush. Now I hope that everyone can see it's more of a flat tip, so it's not really a pointed tip. The bristles are all even and they're just more of like a square flat tip. Now this one is the Zoeva 228 brush, and I hope that everyone can see that that's a bit more pointy, as in the bristles are more in like a dome shape. So using this brush rather than this brush will definitely help you get a more circular shape and make it a lot easier. So yeah, I'm going to be going in now with the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush, and the shade I'm going to be going in with is 5am, which is the darkest shade that I'll be using today. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this eyeshadow on my eye by just pressing it deep into the crease, and that will give it a circular shape. So as you can see, I'm just literally pressing this into where my own natural crease is, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that shadow and just keep packing it into the crease. And that to me is the easiest way to get a circular shape. Obviously, as you can see, I'm taking it from the outer corner of my crease and I'm taking it all the way to the inner corner. And your crease is the part of your eye, for anyone who doesn't know or is a beginner in makeup, where your eyeball naturally dips in. So now what I'm going to be doing is just really blending this, so just taking windscreen wiper motions from the inner corner to the outer corner of the eye. I'm also doing circular motions, as you can see. So that's literally the easiest way to get a circular shape. As you can see, it's literally just tracing the shape of my eye. So the next brush I'm going to be going in with, just to make sure that these edges are nice and blended and not a big harsh gap, is I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M441. So again, that's like another circular domed brush, and I'm going to be going in with the shade Mila. So that was the caramel brownie shade, and I'm just literally going to be tracing over where I put the shade 5am, so that way I'm still keeping a circular shape. Because I've already put down the circular shape, all I have to do now to keep it in a circular shape is just simply trace over the shape I've laid down. I used to struggle so much as well with getting a circular shape, but it's actually quite simple. I'm just tickling those edges, and when it comes to the outer edge here, I'm just literally tracing a C shape, as that will help keep this shadow in a circular shape as well. So when you get to the edge here, just trace it in a little C shape, and that obviously makes that look blend a lot more than when we just had the first colour down. Then what I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to be taking a clean brush. So I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M518 brush, and I'm simply just going to be tracing the clean brush just over where I've actually put the shade Mila. And that's just to make sure that the edges are nice and blended, and there's not a big harsh gap of where I put the concealer and then shadow. It just all fades nicely. So as you can see again, I'm just taking the clean brush and literally just following the circular shape that I've already laid down. And then now I'm just going to be going back in with the first brush that I used and the first shade, which was 5am. And I'm just going to be deepening up this brown colour because inevitably some of it does fade when you add other colours in. Again, blending is very repetitive, so I'm going to be going in with the second brush that I used and the second shade, which was the shade Mila, and I'm just going to be again just tracing over. And then again I'm going in with the clean brush now, and I'm just tracing on the outer corner a C shape. I'm just tracing the edges around the shadows. So now I'm going to be going in with one of my favourite eyeshadows now, and this is the Urban Decay eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Diamond Dog. So it's just a lovely shimmery metallic-y wet look glitter eyeshadow. So I'm just going to be literally taking my finger and pressing this all over the lid, and this eyeshadow really does show up so well in photographs. It doesn't dull throughout the day, so once you've got this on, it literally lasts all day. Just going to take that clean brush again. Now again, I'm going to be going in with the first brush and just tracing over where I put the first shade. Now again with the shade Mila, I'm just going to be tracing over. Now I'm going to be taking my Makeup Forever Artist Colour Pencil, and this is in the shade Whatever Black, and I'm just going to be running this along the waterline. So now, because the Nikki Tutorials Beauty Bay palette doesn't actually have a matte black shadow, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Bite Size eyeshadow, and this is the Truffles palette. So I'm going to be using this matte black to simply press on top of where I've put that black eyeliner. And I'm really smudging this into the water, as you can see. So I'm just simply smudging this colour pencil as close to the lashes as possible. So because this is a smoky, smudgy look, what I'm going to be doing now is just taking that same brush, which is the Zoeva 226 smudger brush, and just literally working this colour pencil into the top lash line, as that will really help to smoke it out just by sort of rubbing it into the top lash line. That will really smoke it out. And then I also like to press the brush on top, as that helps the edges of the black fade a little bit, and it helps it by pressing on top. It actually helps it look darkest as close to the lash line, which is what you want, which is what gives a smoky smouldering effect. And then the way I judge where to put a wing is I just run the pencil from the inner corner to the outer corner, and where my eye naturally drops down and stops, that's then where your wing should go. Or another way of looking at how to know where to put the wing is you should just see the wing as an extension of your lower lash line. Just like that, and then join it up. And then I'm definitely going to smoke this out now with the same brush. And then it's important that the wing connects to the bottom lash line. So I'm going to be going in with my new favourite lashes, which are Hussy Lash Strip on Instagram. So these are in the style DR41. And Huss also actually has their own glue, which is such a good glue. It doesn't actually sting the eyes, so I definitely recommend this glue, as some other glues I've tried always sting my eyes, and then my eyes will start watering, and yeah, obviously that's just torture when you're trying to do a colour like black especially. But first, mascara. So I'm just going to be going in with the Avon Big and Phenomenal Mark Volume. So now for the under eyebrow arch and the inner corner, I'm just going to be going in with the MAC Cosmetics Nylon eyeshadow, and this is another favourite eyeshadow of mine. Literally, I've never found anything that compares to this in terms of pigment and just how flattering it looks on myself, but also on clients. It's just stunning. This is the Lasting Perfection Matte Foundation. Now, I did say I'm going to be reviewing this again, which I kind of am today, because you're going to have to watch the first video to see where I think I went wrong. But yeah, anyway, go check that out. I'm going to also leave that in the description bar down below. But yeah, the shade that I'm in is the shade Buttermilk, which is number 10. So this foundation claims to prime, conceal, covers, smooths, protects and mattifies. It's also water resistant, transfer proof, full coverage, and doesn't give clogged pores. So it says on the bottle, shake well before use, so I'm definitely going to shake it this time. But I'm also not going to be priming the skin today because this foundation claims to prime. I'm just taking a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush. Actually going to be using the Lasting Perfection matching concealer, and this is the one that I used to prime the eyelids. I'm going to be using this as just on the under eye. I'm not going to drag it down too far like I normally do. I'm just going to try and keep it sort of concentrated. Now I'm going to be going in with a Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and this is just to make sure that the concealer is blended right up to where the wing is and the black is on the waterline. Now this challenge as well, the Power of Makeup challenge, it's just a classic. It's been around on social media for years. I did actually do a Power of Makeup challenge years ago, but I just wanted to do another one because I feel like we're that used to seeing people with makeup, we just forget that actually it is just all an illusion, and it is just all, we're looking our best when we've got makeup on and we feel like crap when we don't have makeup on. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to do this video just to remind people and kind of show the power of makeup. And it is amazing. Obviously I love makeup, I'm not slating it obviously, but yeah, like we should normalise people just being natural. We should normalise that makeup is all an illusion, because it's so hard to actually have them beliefs when every day you just see people with makeup. We're just used to seeing people with makeup where it's a shock when people don't wear makeup. Just kind of wanted to show the power of makeup and show a natural face compared to what we present to the world, and just kind of like remind everyone just to love your own natural beauty and just normalise being natural. So I'm going to be going in now with the Fenty Beauty powder, and this is in the shade Lavender. So this is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder, and I'm going to be taking this underneath the eye and underneath the contour. So for bronzers today, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Face Powder. Now I've been using these lately as bronzer. I've been using this one as a bronzer. It's just such a nice subtle bronzer for my skin tone. But I've also got the number 350, which is a bit darker. So rather than use my normal contour that I'd normally use, I'm just going to be using these two today. As whenever I use the shade 250, it just looks so natural and it's so easy to blend. So I really do like this product. So now I'm just going to be taking a Spectrum AO3 Angles brush. I'm taking the shade 350 now, which is obviously darker. So that's a good tip if you want a really, really subtle contour and bronzer. Just use an all over face powder in a bit of a darker shade than your own skin tone. And as you can see, it's not going muddy or patchy, it's just literally blending away seamlessly. But honestly for me, I don't feel like this is enough. Now that I've put it on, like this is the first time I've used the shade 350 as a bronzer, but to be fair, it's still not dark enough for me. That's still not. So the bronzer that I'm going to be going in with is the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer, and mine is in the shade Caramel Cutie. So yeah, obviously as you can see, that does make it a little bit darker. Not too much, but... And then now I'm going to be going in again with the Fenty Beauty Lavender Powder. Now for blush, I'm going to be going in with the Holly Boo HMB Cosmetics Dare to Be Different blush, and this is in the shade Feeling Peachy. Now it's such a pigmented blush, and I'm going to be taking the Peaches and Creams PC04 brush. I'm going to be going in with the Becca Cosmetics Feminine Skin Perfector, and this is in the shade Opal. So for lips, I'm going to be going in with the Melchior Professional Lip Liner, and this is in the shade Brown. And I'm just filling in the outer edges to give a bit of an ombre effect, but to also make the lips look more pouty and full. As if you do shading / contour around the edges of the lips and leave the middle of the lips therefore a bit lighter, it just looks a bit more fuller. Also as well, another tip is if you actually apply lip liner and then you colour the whole of the lips in with lip liner and then put lipstick on top, it will last even longer. It really will. I tried this the other day, tried doing a red lip, coloured the whole of the lips in with lip liner on the outskirts of the lips, and then obviously coloured the whole lips in, and honestly my lipstick was flawless because I put lip liner all over the lips first as a base sort of thing, sort of like keeps your product on even longer. And then I'm going to be going in with the e.l.f. lipstick, and this is in the shade Cream. Literally another favourite of mine at the moment. It is literally £3, can you believe it? And it's so creamy, it's such a good quality lipstick, honestly. If anyone's looking for a nice cheap good quality lipstick, then this is your girl. I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. lip lacquer, and this is in the shade Mauve Glitz, or Mauve, however anyone would say it. Now, I do actually like that lavender powder. I've definitely used better powders for the under the contour base, in my opinion, and I'll show you which one I actually prefer now, just as a little tip for anyone who needs that striking under the contour powder. This is the best product I've found for it. The Maybelline Last and Fix Loose Setting Powder All Day Matte Finish. Now, this is really, it's a very white powder, but when I've used it to bake underneath the contour, it just looks the best. It looks so sharp, it doesn't give flashback. I'm not saying the Fenty one does, because it doesn't, but I just find it a bit better. So I might actually just apply a bit now. Like I was saying, it's just my favourite, so we can't be doing the powder makeup without using our favourite products and getting our best results. So now time to dust off my fave powder. Which, by the way, I need to add why I like it so much is because I find it really does dust off so easy. The Fenty one, I was struggling a little bit to get it to just sort of dust off the skin, but this one literally blends away like a dream. But I did try it on the under eye and I absolutely hated this powder. So this powder, according to me, is just no good for the under eye. But on the face, it's actually flawless. So yeah, find it easier to dust away, and it just gives a more brighter look to the under contour. That is my power of makeup. Obviously I'd rather look like this every single day rather than this, but this is how I look every day. So you've just got to love yourself, accept yourself, and Don't be put off when people ask you stuff like, are you sick, are you ill, oh you don't look too good. Yeah, just normalise being our natural selves the way we are. But obviously I do prefer this side, like I said, if only makeup was like kind of permanent. No, actually thank God it's not. I've done some terrible makeups on myself over the years. I suppose the good thing about makeup is that it actually washes off, so I take that back. This is the powerful side, and this is also the powerful side. Both sides are powerful depending on our perception of them. There's beauty in being natural, and there's also beauty and empowerment in being the best version of you, through whether that's through makeup or whatever other ways you use to channel it. So yeah, I hope that everyone has enjoyed this tutorial. I do hope that everyone's actually learned something through this video in terms of like tips of makeup, but the most thing that I hope people have taken away from this video is the message that we are powerful with makeup and we are powerful without it, and the real power lies in doing it for you. Basically that's where the real empowerment is. You do makeup for yourself basically, so that's where the real power lies for me, that makeup's a choice and it should be made for ourselves. So if you take anything away from this video, it's just to love yourself as you naturally are, and don't give in to society's pressures to always feel like you have to wear makeup, because then I feel like you just start hating it and seeing it as a burden, whereas makeup is so fun, it's so empowering, and that's how it should be. That's why we spend billions on it every single year as a society. Anyway, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, there is going to be a small giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away a Collection Lasting Perfection foundation, and this is in the shade Toffee, which is the number 12. That is not even focusing. So yeah, Toffee, which is the shade number 12, and I'm going to be giving away a matching concealer, and that's also in the shade Toffee. So this is the foundation that I've used on my skin now, and I actually love it. So my thoughts on this foundation, now that I didn't actually prime as I did in the other video, are it is just flawless. It's literally perfect, and I haven't actually used a primer. So let's get back on track now. This shade Toffee is too dark for me. Both products are literally brand new. So the shade Toffee is more of a deeper, maybe olivey, maybe medium complexion tone. So if you think that this foundation and concealer is your shade, then all you got to do to get this concealer and foundation to be sent out to you is just simply tell 5 friends or 5 family members to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get them to comment on this video saying that you've sent them. So whoever is the first person to do that, to get me 5 new subscribers, and obviously they have to comment on this video saying who sent them, then obviously they need to like the video as well. Then obviously whoever's first, then the foundation and concealer is yours. So good luck, and if you want to see more little giveaways like this at the end of each video, please let me know, because I'm definitely obviously wanting to grow this channel, and I'm also wanting to give back and help out other people. So if you like this type of video where there's a little product giveaway at the very end, then please let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe. So yeah, if you want to win, you know what to do. And good luck everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next tutorial.